Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Amanda and I do videos about my real life and personal finance and tips and advice. So feel free to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to get notified in the future. And today I am sharing my expenses for last month of April. And if you are interested in seeing what I spent my money on and if I spent less than last month, feel free to keep watching. So if you watched my March expenses video, which I will link up here in the cards for you to watch if you have not already, you'll know that I spent about $660 last month and I wanted to get that lower this month. So in April, I am pleased to say that I did get under that and I spent only about $580. So I am super excited. It just keeps going down, but I'm a little nervous because that's pretty low. So I'm actually really proud and happy about that. However, I did pay for something that had to do with the wedding, so I really did spend more than $580, but that kind of comes out of a separate fund, so I'm not really counting that as like a monthly expense. I'm really using this video and these expense videos to track how much I spend like out of discretionary spending or like recurring monthly expenses, because that comes out of a specific account or like a checking account or something like that. So that's just like my monthly expenses. So wedding stuff is not included in this. Okay, so how did I get to $580? So let's break this down a little bit. I actually went on 2 work trips, so that saved me a little bit of money when it came to gas because I wasn't commuting back and forth to work. So last month I spent about $285 on gas, and this month I spent only $180. And I did obviously spend a lot of money during my work trips, like for airfare, hotel, meals, but I am not counting that in these expense videos because that eventually gets reimbursed to me, so that just doesn't count as my personal spending. I'm actually really surprised that I hit about $580 because it felt like I did a lot more and spent a lot more money, but I think it's really just because I was going out for work and eating out a lot more than normal, so that's probably why. In terms of groceries, as you know, I do live at home, so our parents actually do most of the grocery shopping, and so I only spent about $20 there. I did eat out a few times. Let's see, so I ate out about 5 times, and so I spent about $160 eating out. I spent a little more on subscriptions this month, so I spent closer to $50, whereas I normally spend about $30 on subscriptions because in addition to Netflix, Spotify, and Hulu, I had to renew a web domain for GoDaddy, so I spent a little bit more on that, and I count that as a subscription because it only happens once a year. And then I spent about $60 shopping, so I did do a couple random shopping runs. I actually did a huge Nordstrom haul, but then I ended up returning pretty much everything except for a white item, and so I only counted that one item that I kept, and so I only spent about $60 there. So miscellaneous, I only spent about $45, and that's usually like some random stuff that like is possibly from Amazon. So for phone, I've been paying my parents $24, but it actually costs $45, so I need to up that amount in the future months. So yeah, it's just crazy that like I basically only spent money on like gas and shopping and eating out, and it still came out to $560. It's just, I don't know how that all adds up to over $500 still, but it just does. I didn't really eat out a lot or pay for eating out. Like me and Kurt kind of split or take turns paying for eating out. So obviously I ate out a little more than I'm calculating here because I'm not taking into account how much he spent when we went out. But it still came out to about $560, $570, and so just really makes you really look at your expenses, and I don't know, maybe you're spending a lot more than you think you are. So I highly encourage setting up this like a budget sheet or an expenses sheet just to track what you're spending money on. I did just publish a financial journey video, which I'll link up in the cards, and I'll kind of share or explain when I started doing this and how it helps me. So if you're interested, please go ahead and watch that. I highly recommend tracking your expenses, and I hope you enjoyed seeing what I spend my money on, and I will try to continue this next month. Like if you did, don't forget, Please give me a thumbs up if you did like this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys.